You decided to create value-driven videos or have already started, but the results are not what you expected. Something is wrong, you don't know how to start or why it's not working and how to correct it. I've been there for a long time. I know how scary it is to start this journey because there are so many aspects you need to take care of. And I know how frustrating it is after you start, invest effort and time to see no traction at all. I will share my experience with you because after a long time I understood what's now obvious, and I want you to know what helped me get results faster than I expected. 3 aspects will unlock the right path. Number 1, the most important detail you need to be aware of when choosing your niche. Number 2, understand the secret of credibility for every single video. And number 3, be aware of the biggest misconception that holds back beginner creators. What is the most important detail you need to be aware of when choosing your niche? We know how to do many things in life, and we are passionate about multiple areas. But when we want to create videos, the niche we choose needs to be one where we have the most expertise and experience. But here is a trick. And when I say expertise, that doesn't mean we need to have a degree or a diploma. We need to show expertise that comes from practicing and experience in that topic. If you want to talk about investing, you need to be a real investor and have experience with it. If you want to talk about your passion, fishing, you need to be someone who has real experience in fishing. If you want to talk about video creation, you need to create videos. But be careful, you don't need to be a guru, a master, or a well-known personality in that area. Let's imagine a scale from 0 to 10, where 0 is for a total beginner and 10 is for a guru. You can be at level 2 and share your experience with total beginners and people who are currently at level 1 to help them reach level 2. This will also help you get rid of the imposter syndrome because you talk about something you have real experience with. I uploaded a dedicated video a while ago about how to get rid of the imposter syndrome. I will add a link in the description so you can watch it after this one. But the most important trick is this. You need to analyze and be aware of where in that niche you have the most experience and create a sub-niche. I will share my example with you to be clear. My niche is video creation, and I have real experience with shooting for clients, creating after movies at conferences and events, interviews and streams. But I need to analyze and be aware of where I have the most experience, and that is creating talking head videos. And I create about this sub-niche because here I have the biggest experience, I am passionate about, and I can share what I know most comfortably. If you like finances and have experience in this area, think about what your sub-niche is, where you have the biggest experience. Maybe personal finances, financial consulting for big companies, or a loan consultant. And if you think that approaching only one sub-niche will hold you back because you will have a smaller audience, that's not the truth. It is the opposite. It will help you grow faster because your audience will be interested in every video you post being in the same sub-niche. In the first year of uploading on this channel, I talked about video creation in general, showing how I shoot at a conference and after how I shoot a talking head video, presenting an expensive professional camera rig. The next one was a budget camera rig. It was a mess. Creators looking for a professional rig have zero interest in my next video about a budget rig. And creators interested in how to shoot at an event have no interest in creating a talking head video. The topics were in the same niche, video creation, but the people interested in these different sub-niches were different. And if you are afraid of approaching only one sub-niche because you think you will not have that many topics to approach for a long time, or because you think you will get bored with talking about the same thing, don't worry about it. If you start with a clear sub-niche, that doesn't mean you need to stay there forever. Stay there until you gain some authority, until a few people know you and trust you in that area, until you see traction and results. You can expand that sub-niche, but first you need to be extremely clear about what you are talking about and become known for a specific expertise. And that is a sub-niche where you have the most experience. But now let's understand the secret to credibility for every single video. When you choose your sub-niche, create a list of 10 potential topics, video titles, and also think about how you can prove your experience for every single one. It needs to be something simple and fast. If you talk about how to build a strong foundation for a house, show a picture or a 5-second video of a foundation you built. If you talk about how to save more money for a vacation, show a picture of an account with a specific amount you saved in a specific period of time to demonstrate that you know how to do it and have already done it. When I make a video about how to set the ZV-10 for talking head videos, I can say, do you like how this image looks? Well, it's shot with the ZV-10 using the settings I'm about to show you. That will simply demonstrate that I know what I'm talking about and prove my experience. Do this exercise because if you can't prove your experience in the sub-niche you chose, you need to change it or make a plan to gather small, fast proof of it. It doesn't need to be an official document, an official proof, but people need to see that you have real experience in that topic. Since I decided to create in talking head videos sub-niche, I document, take pictures and gather proof every time I test something to have it there for a potential video on that topic. Because at one point I plan to make a video about the growth of my channel. I take screenshots of the evolution over 2 years. When I make that video, I will be prepared with proof. And now I will destroy a big misconception that holds back beginner creators. If I talk to 10 beginner creators, 9 of them have this fear after they analyze the sub-niche. Is there space for another small creator in this sub-niche? I see huge creators talking about the same topic. I see respected gurus on this topic. And I see millions of views here. Why would someone watch my videos, especially as a beginner? People will watch your video because you are different from other creators. Note this, you will not find 2 similar creators talking about the same topic or any topic. Every creator has a different style, a different voice, a different look, a different personality, a different way of approaching a topic, different experiences, a different way of communicating, a different way of structuring the information, different everything. And there will always be people who like you more than other creators. Every creator who sticks with one sub-niche for a while, offers value, and shares their real experiences with a group of people will attract people who like their personality, style, and approach. And that group of people, the audience, will grow step by step. Also, if you see numerous creators on the same sub-niche you want to approach, that's great because you can use that to your advantage. You can go and read all the comments and find out what questions people have on that sub-niche. You can find out what words they use. And you can also find out how many people have an interest in the sub-niche and what topics have the biggest number of views. It will take time to grow some authority, but never think that if someone else is an authority in that sub-niche, there is no more space for you. Choose a sub-niche where you have expertise and the most experience. Analyze your level to know what's the point of authority you are talking from. Plan how you are going to prove your expertise and experience, and take advantage of other bigger creators approaching the same sub-niche. But you can choose the right sub-niche and have proof for every topic you approach and still miss the secret sauce because you have no experience talking in front of the camera and keeping the connection between you and the audience. And for this, I will give you a dedicated video right now where you will learn how to speak naturally in front of the camera and transform your videos into professional creation.